Many of us have heard the term Antichrist, but who exactly is the Antichrist? Well, the truth is we won't know until after the rapture. And for us who are going with the Lord Jesus, we will see it from the other end. If you were to turn to Revelation 13, you will see that the Antichrist can be seen as the beast of the sea. Meaning that when John the Revelator got the vision, he saw him as a beast, a combination of a leopard and of a lion and of a bear coming out of the sea. Now, sea in this context represents the people of the earth. So we know that the Antichrist will be a man. He will not be a computer system and he will not be an alien. He will be a person. We see based on the description in Revelation 13 that he has 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, what does this mean? Is this a literal something? In this case, no, it is not. You see, at the time when the Antichrist will rise, which is right after the rapture, the world will have some sense of false unity. And there will be a confederation. The only way I can describe it is the New World Order, which will be divided into 10 major groups, and he will come out of it. So it is a kingdom that's not present right now, but we see the chips falling into place for that to happen in the future. And the Antichrist will come out of that system. We also see, based on Revelation 13, where it tells us that there will be a wound to his head and he will, quote unquote, miraculously recover. Now, some Bible theologians will tell you that this is a literal wound. Based on the word in the Greek, and I can't pronounce it, it's plege, plege, or however you want to say it, which is a wound that kind of means to maim. So some Bible scholars believe that he may be shot in the head and will recover from what appears to be death, but some believe that can even be something symbolic. Seeing that there are 10 horns, but there are 7 heads, is it that one of his quote-unquote kingdoms or divisions will revolt against him and will be subdued? I don't know. That's something that we will have to see. Many Bible scholars believe he will come out from the revived Roman Empire. And we believe this based on the fact that there are the 10 horns which relate to the 10 toes in Daniel chapter 2, the 10 toes of the statue that Nebuchadnezzar saw. Now, some of the things that will happen with the Antichrist is that he will appear to unite the world, and this will happen right after the tribulation. But as the tribulation is 7 years, the first 3.5, things will seem to be okay with him. You see, he will be a person who will be very charismatic. He will be somebody that the world loves. He will not be somebody that people hate. People will love him. He will be like a political genius, an economic genius. He would be somebody who appears to have all the answers that the world has yearned for and longed for all these years. And people will willingly give up their rights. People will willingly give up sovereignty in nations to be able to enter the order from which he will come. People will love him. But then in the middle of the tribulation, he will break whatever it is he was doing, whether it's a peace treaty, whatever it is, and he will uncover himself to be who he really is, the devil. And that is exactly who the Antichrist is. Now, for those who make it in the rapture, for those of us who belong to Jesus and we leave, we will see this from the other end. The key to it is to accept Jesus today and not be under his rule. Because if you do not pledge allegiance to him, if you don't take the mark of the beast, if you don't worship him, he will behead you. And hell will be your home if you take the mark of the beast. So accept Jesus today and get away from the Antichrist. In the next video, we'll talk about who is the false prophet. Love you all, and remember, accept Jesus today.